tell me first a very little bit about what you do, and then you can tell me about your dilemma.
Sure. Basically, I'm a business mentor by profession, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now. I've got some good accolades to myself. I
Mm-hmm.
work with IIM Bangalore NSR Cell. I work with BITS Pilani. I work with Telangana Hub. I work with some women entrepreneur groups. I have done my entrepreneur program with Harvard. Got a lot. I mean, kind of doing my ICF. So kind of got good, I would say, mileage. And the initial mileage, I've got that going.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge now I feel is every time I try to increase my price and I feel like, okay, I've got, enough of success stories, testimonials gathered. Every time I try to increase my price and I realize I have more my proposals don't get, they don't go through as such. So, and at the same time, I don't want to be, you know, be the affordable, I don't want to be the affordable in terms of the cheap kind of
Mm-hmm.
option. Okay. So this is this dilemma. Should I increase my price or should I keep my price with somebody? I can have more volume of customers and not, but maybe a certain spectrum of customers. Well, they're at one tier.
Specific type of customers that you really want to help.
Yeah. So these are
Niche
people who have
customers.
the
Cream. You want
smaller.
the cream. You want the cream that you
I
can really.
want the cream. Yes, I want the cream, or at least a good combination of both, maybe. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily. I don't want these. But yeah, so that's a dilemma. Every time I feel like I should increase my price and I have to put that price point on the proposal. No, this is
So, tell
constant.
me, what kind of work do you do? When you say proposal, I'm thinking that is it corporate? Doing corporate work?
No, I work with SME entrepreneurs.
So
Now
individuals,
so
you
no,
work
in
with
India, that's an interesting
self-employed,
thing. So in
self-employed people.
India, SME could be a solopreneur, it could be a
Hmm.
family business who's got multiple stakeholders also, both.
Hmm. So so you actually speak to people about your price in a proposal?
I give them, so the I have a basic program which is a fixed price, okay, which is there on my website, go take it. But if it is something where you want to engage with me for a longer period of time, 6 months to a year,
Hmm.
then of course, then there is a proposal, I send a formal proposal.
So currently, how many high-paid clients do you get, or haven't you done it at all because you haven't?
I've got about I've done some work with three of them already,
Hmm.
which is a good paid retainer model. But of course, once now those projects are over, for the next set, today I'm doing a lot of the volume. I'm doing a lot of
Hmm.
volume, guys. Okay,
Hmm. You're doing a lot of
and
volume, okay.
yeah. So what happens, that one cream customer, one high paid customer is equal to four of these volume guys. So then of
It
course
takes a
then
lot of your time and effort. And
it
plus,
does.
it probably doesn't give you as much contentment.
Um, Contentment happens both the ways. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
That's also the
So
reason why I'm doing this.
okay, so what's your key objective to do high ticket?
Uh, I think two reasons. One, of course, is to get more revenue. I have a short, I believe I have a less number of years ahead. So, I want to make sure that I can, this is my earning years. I want to make most of them right now. That's one. And two is, I think maybe it's also a little bit of this pride that I'm able to solve bigger problems and engage with larger complex businesses and help them growing there also. So I guess it's a combination of both.
So you do one-on-one coaching,
I do one-on-one and the leadership coaching. So like
which
the
is
the,
also
the
one-on-one, or
business
do you also
leaders
do
in one
group
group.
coaching?
Yeah.
Do you do group coaching as well?
I do group coaching. Group coachings are more that they are more economically priced again,
Hmm.
so that they are it's a economics of units, right? There's so many people that I can charge lesser, but I can still uh,
Hmm.
earn a similar amount of money.
So if I can ask you, for how many years have you been in training, coaching now?
So the training itself, I've been around for quite some time. It's been more than a decade now, but coaching per se or business mentoring is the past 5 years.
And what were you doing before you started training?
I had a HR consulting business.
And what made you transition from HR consulting to coaching?
I don't, it was not a conscious decision. It was, I think, one is because of the pandemic.
Mm.
I had to shut down my business for
You're talking
some
about the
reason.
initial transition from HR consulting to training.
So HR consulting to a tech startup, and from a tech startup to coaching. That's how I
What
kind
made
of.
you get into the coaching at that time, into that
The
transition?
coaching happened to me, honestly, Seema. So during pandemic, when I had to shut down my tech startup,
Mm.
which was in a, in the retail space, and there was no retail during the pandemic. So I was approached by somebody to do a workshop, and there were a lot of webinars and workshops happening at the beginning of the pandemic, right? So I did something, and it worked well. People reached out to me and said, "Can you help us with my business?" So it was just as one workshop that kind of triggered all the other conversations, and I realized that I had something to give
Mm. Mm.
in some area of expertise that I was able to connect with entrepreneurs. I understood the challenges of the SME because that's a space that I've been in kind of also,
Very
right?
nice.
So that's how the
And
whole mentoring and coaching
coaching
started.
as a whole, coaching or training or whatever, because that's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Uh, what does it give you as a person? Why this and not something else?
Yeah. So I did my this whole why, the why of my entrepreneurship, and that's what I also mentor others for. For me, it's important. I realize one thing, which is a personal thing for me, is that it matters if I'm able to empower other people.
Hmm.
Okay. And my definition of empower is to help people temporary in a way that they can start doing things on their own.
So that's one of the things. You want to make people independent, you want to empower people. And
Correct.
so the key reason why you do this is for others.
That actually also stems from my own need, actually, right? So there was a time when I was not, I was dependent, or I was not, I felt helpless, right?
Hmm.
And I've been running a business since the time I'm 17 years old. So it's lots of gray hairs and lots of time, right? So I kind of I relate to this, feeling of helplessness or confusion of not feeling empowered, which entrepreneurs go through. And
Hmm.
that's why I'm able to, one is, of course, connect with them because I've gone through it myself, and also understand how to bring it about for them so they're able to be more confident and empowered.
Hmm. And what makes you happiest in what you do?
Uh, is when somebody, and I'm very shameless about this, when somebody comes back and tells me, not Neetu, like what you told me, it really changed the game for me. It really helped me. Now I'm able to understand. Now I'm able to apply. I was struggling with this. Now I'm seeing it from a different
So when you
view.
see results, when you see that real
Yeah,
results in people, that's what makes you happiest.
yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so I can see that all the basic bricks are in place. You're obviously are an amazing person. You have your heart in the right place, right? And it's just that now you have this one decision. May not sound like a big decision, but yes, it definitely is a big decision which will affect your bottom line long term and decide where you go or what kind of work you choose to do in the future, right? So your dilemma is should I continue doing more work with more number of people or should I start charging higher? And you're obviously facing a challenge because you're not getting the same response or that many conversions when you are
Correct,
charging higher. Okay.
correct, correct. Absolutely.
So let me ask you this question, okay? Um, who do you think these clients who let's assume that there is a client who is very evolved, okay, who is dealing with complex problems that no ordinary person or coach can manage, okay,
Okay.
and who's desperately looking for somebody who can pinpoint and help them understand what exactly is a problem, and that somebody with that kind of a eye for detail and somebody who can also have that eagle's view kind of a thing, right?
Hmm.
What kind of a coach will that person go to? A person who is affordable
Hmm.
or a person who knows their worth,
I think it will be the second one, the person who knows their worth.
isn't it? Because the moment a client like that who can afford it
Hmm.
and who wants a coach like that and who is looking for very specific experienced niche powerful coach will actually be put off by somebody who's affordable.
Got that. Yes, you're right.
Is going to say that's all she charges. Okay,
Hmm.
maybe she isn't. So
Right.
charging less is not always beneficial.
Correct.
So, what does it mean to you when a client looks at your prices and says, "Oh, that's a lot"? What does
Hmm.
that show you?
So one, I think, is a fact that maybe one the thought is in my head is maybe the people that I'm talking to, customer target that I'm looking at, is wrong because if I want to charge premium, then I need to, you know, target those people, like you said, who can afford.
Right.
Whereas the ones who I'm right now talking to are they do have the need, but so
Maybe
maybe one
not,
of the things
maybe not the
they they
mindset.
they may have the money, but they don't want to spend. So which is
The
where I was
mindset,
hoping
the
that yeah,
mindset,
the
right?
mindset is still
They
not
don't
there
have
to
the,
pay
they
for
don't
that.
really value.
Mm,
They value, that's another meta program that we didn't discuss today. That does a person value cost or does a person value the results?
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Like some people value cost. Oh, it's with this much, I'm not going to go. Some people value the result. They say, if this person's going to help me give this kind of a result, then I'm going to pay, no matter what.
Correct,
Right?
correct, correct.
So is your dilemma,
Hmm,
should I charge higher or not?
hmm.
Or is your dilemma, how can I charge higher?
Actually, yeah.
Which one
How
should
can I
it be?
charge higher is what I yeah.
Isn't
That's
it?
definitely
So,
there.
because where you are today,
Hmm.
you put you ये बाल आपने ऐसे धूप में तो नहीं सफेद किए
Hmm.
isn't it?
Correct, correct.
Effort has gone, so much labor has gone. You've invested in yourself, I'm sure, a lot to get to where you are. You have very, very specific skills that you can help people. So, somebody like you should not charge less.
Hmm.
Yes, you can do service, you can do janta work, you can help masses of people. That's okay, but that's a different set. But who will truly appreciate you? The people who are ready to pay, who have the mindset to pay, and the people who know who you are. So it's not about should I or shouldn't I.
Hmm.
So should a few clients who don't understand your value deter you from understanding your own value? Stop you from understanding your own value? Or should it show
Definitely.
you that you need to do what?
Definitely. I don't think others can should deter me from understanding my own value. That I
So
agree
what
with
should
that.
it do? It shouldn't deter you from stopping your, it shouldn't stop you from charging higher, but
Hmm.
what should it make you do? When you see that some people are not taking it, what should it make you do now?
Just shrug my shoulder and say, let it go. It's okay. They can't
Let those go,
afford.
okay? But then you can't give up your goal or your dream of because you need to thrive. This is one thing every coach needs to know. If you are not super duper successful, people are not going to come to you as much as they would. Nobody
Hmm.
wants to go to an unsuccessful coach.
Correct. Absolutely.
Everybody wants to go to somebody who's successful, who can make them dream and say, wow, if this person can do it, so can I. Right?
Hmm.
And people are willing to pay as long as you're willing to show what you can give them. And everyone gets their clients. There's the right clients for everybody. So for many who say no, the right ones who actually deserve your services are going to say yes. So what do you think you actually should start doing now?
I think be a little, not little, be very confident about my own price tags.
Isn't
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not be apologetic about it. It's there, it's there. If you can't afford it, TK, fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe come for the group program. That's more affordable.
And what else can you do?
What else can I do?
Think about it. One is to say, okay, and what you're saying is being more understanding towards people who say no to you. But
Hmm.
that's still not helping you get to where you want to go.
Correct. So I guess the other one is, of course, for me to figure out how do I reach in front of those guys, those customers who are ready to pay,
Right.
or when I am talking to them, how do I, which is why I came for this program, is how do I make them say yes?
Absolutely. So think about it. If you're a diamond
Hmm,
and you are placed in a bazaar somewhere, nobody's going to know your value.
hmm,
If you're a diamond, you need to be in a showroom that's lit up, that's amazing, where people can see you.
hmm.
And it should be in a place where people who can afford you come in, walk in, and can afford you. So there are
Hmm.
many perspectives to look, which means that Neetu, you are going to become an extremely high ticket coach very quickly.
Hmm.
All you need to do now is ask, like you said, understand your value and know that you have a lot of time ahead. Okay? You have plenty of time ahead because don't you know people who are, there is an exception to every rule, Neetu. Every person who become, especially in coaching, the best part about this profession, the older you get, the better it is.
I know the more gray hair you have, the better it is.
It is
And I have
because,
a head full of it.
I mean, the older you get, this is the only profession you don't have to retire. This is the only profession people don't ask your age and actually value your age.
Hmm.
Can you imagine as you grow older and maybe focus on your fitness, maybe get fitter, maybe become somebody like I have a client who is 75. 75. She just finished my program now. And she's so hyperactive. She goes to the gym. She's fit. She looks incredible. And she's saying, my life is just getting started.
How
Right?
sweet.
If you think about it,
Amazing.
in a short period of time, you can start getting paid what you deserve. You can start making far better difference than you have been till now. And you can do it for a long period of time. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing. Definitely, like all my dreams come true.
Amazing. So, Neetu, had an amazing time talking to you. I realize that that dilemma is not a dilemma at all. I can look at you and I can tell you deserve it, right? So just go ahead and yes, learn how to influence and stuff like that. That's also going to be important when you are trying to get high ticket clients. But it was wonderful talking to you,
Same
right?
here, Seema.
Great. And please go ahead. All the best to you. And
Thank
everyone
you.
else, let's give a round of applause to Neetu.